University Challenge. Asking the questions, Amol Rajan.
Hello and welcome to another match in the quarter-final stage of this year's University Challenge. This phase of the competition is a double elimination round in which all teams will have up to 3 chances to pick up the 2 wins required to qualify for the semi-finals. But as soon as they lose twice, they're out. Queen's University Belfast beat Liverpool in their first round match and then faced Cardiff in their second. They got off to a flying start in that game, but with about 5 minutes still to go, they lost momentum completely. Luckily, they'd built up enough of a lead for that not to make much difference. In both those matches, they were excellent on history, economics, flags and film, but they're clearly not very big fans of the novels of Charles Dickens. With an average score so far of 210 points per game, let's meet the Queen's Belfast team for the 3rd time.
Hello, my name is Sarah Carlisle. I'm from Balnahinch and I'm studying English with Creative Writing.
Hi, I'm Jason McKillen. I'm from Belfast and I'm studying for a PhD in Artificial Intelligence.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Daniel Rankin from County Down, studying Politics, Philosophy and Economics.
Hi, I'm Sam Thompson. I'm from Limavady and I'm studying Physics.
The team from Warwick are here tonight, having beaten the University of East Anglia in round 1 and Oriel College, Oxford in round 2. In both those matches, they were exceptionally fast on both starters and bonuses, answering confidently on a range of subjects, including Indian physicists, US politics and classical music. Like their opponents tonight, however, they've so far looked a little shaky on literature. Warwick have an average score of 245 points per match. Let's meet them once again.
Hello, I'm Nanya Govindarajan. I'm from Edgware in London and I'm studying engineering.
Hello, I'm Thomas Hart. I'm from a village called Miskin in South Wales Valleys and I study maths.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Oscar Siddle. I'm from Islington in London and I'm also studying maths.
Hi, I'm Benjamin Watson. I'm from Amersham in Buckinghamshire and I'm studying PPA.
Well, it's like you've never been away. Feeling good? Feeling ready?
Yep.
Time to begin. Here we go. Good luck. Fingers and buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Which century saw all of these? The first known large-scale Eisteddfod held at Cardigan Castle, the building of Angkor Wat by the Khmer dynasty in Cambodia, the Second and Third Crusades, and the civil war between King Stephen...
Warwick Hart.
The 12th century.
It was the 12th century, yes. Yes. 3 questions for you on the Mediterranean Sea. Mentioned in the Acts of the Apostles in connection with St. Paul's journey to Rome, the Gulf of Sidra, or Syrtis Major, forms part of the coast of what present-day country?
Okay, so he's going from Jerusalem, but that could be anywhere in the Med. Greece, Albania. He's going to Rome from Jerusalem. It could be anywhere. Greece, Lebanon. Is Lebanon a shout? Does anyone have any idea where this is? Because I don't.
Greece?
No, it's Libya. The Gulf of Roses is part of the Costa Brava in which autonomous community of Spain?
Is that what Costa Brava is?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, Catalonia?
Yes. In Italy, the Gulfs of Gaeta and Salerno lie to the northwest and southeast of a gulf or bay, named after which major city?
The Bay of Naples is a thing.
Yeah, I think Naples.
Okay, Naples?
Yes, it is. Well done. Let's start the question. Which modernist architect built and lived in a house at 2 Willow Road in Hampstead, North London?
Queen's Rankin.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Now a National Trust property. His social housing projects in London include Balfron Tower and Trellick Tower, and he gives his surname to a character created by Ian Fleming.
Warwick Watson.
Goldfinger.
It is Goldfinger, yes. Your bonuses are 3 questions on a type of cement. Developed by the Aspdin family and named for its physical resemblance to stone quarried on the Dorset coast, what type of cement is the most commonly used in modern concrete production?
Portland?
Yes. Named after an Italian town, what class of silicon or aluminium-based mineral powders are commonly added to Portland cement to react with calcium hydroxide, ultimately improving the strength of concrete?
Oh, I've definitely heard of this, but I cannot for life of me.
I'll say Herculaneum.
I mean,
maybe.
do you have any idea at all?
No.
Herculaneum?
No, it's pozzolan. The invention of Portland cement was influenced by John Smeaton's use of hydraulic lime in concrete for what sort of building at Eddystone near Plymouth?
Lighthouse?
Yes, indeed. Well done. Let's start the question. In 1954, at the US government hearings to determine whether J. Robert Oppenheimer was a security risk, which scientist said, quote, "I would feel personally more secure if public matters would rest in other hands"?
Queen's Rankin.
Edward Teller.
Well done. It is, yes, Hungarian born. Your bonuses, Queens, are on members of the Allahak Barrys, an amateur cricket team founded by author J.M. Barrie. In each case, name the player from the description. First, an English author and humorist whose creations include Smith with a silent P, Uckridge, Uncle Fred, Lord Emsworth and Mr. Mulliner. In 1940, he was taken prisoner by the Germans and made several broadcasts from Berlin to the USA.
Any idea?
P.G. Woodhouse or something? P.G. Woodhouse?
Yes. Secondly, the creator of A.J. Raffles, the amateur cracksman, who was described by his brother-in-law, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, as a Dr. Johnson without the learning, but with finer wit.
I love Conan Doyle. I'm not sure. Have you any idea?
I have no idea.
Take a wild guess.
A. Heisman.
No, it was Ernest William Hornung. Finally, a critic and author whose works include appreciations and criticisms of the works of Charles Dickens, the Catholic Church and Conversion, and the Father Brown Mysteries.
G.K. Chesterton. G.K. Chesterton.
It was, wasn't it? Yes. Let's start the question. The films Festen, or The Celebration, by Thomas Vinterberg, and The Idiots, by Lars von Trier, were the first official films of which...
Queen's ranking.
Dogma 95.
Well done, it certainly is, yeah. Your bonuses, Queens, are 3 questions on a genre of music. Which singer won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1965, representing Luxembourg with the song Poupée de cire, Poupée de sang?
I couldn't name a single. No. No, we'll pass.
That was Franz Gall. Franz Gall was an exponent of which French music genre and subculture popularised during the 1960s? In 1963, the sociologist Edgar Morin coined this onomatopoeic name following a concert in Paris.
Onomatopoeic, so it's going to be something like bang. It's not that, but you know, something. Any idea?
It's not doo-wop. It's not what was it? Doo-wop.
It's
not French, no. Yeah, doo-wop. Something on, but...
It's yeah. Which French musician wrote Gall's winning Eurovision song? He had initially criticised the yeye culture, but went on to collaborate with many of its leading figures, such as Françoise Hardy, Jane Birkin and Brigitte Bardot.
What are you going with?
Big songwriter.
Jane Birkin and Serge Gainsbourg, isn't it? Gainsbourg?
Yeah.
It is Serge Gainsbourg. Well done. Picture round now, and for your picture starter, you will see a map with a UK postcode area highlighted and the surrounding postcode areas marked. For 10 points, I want the name of the postcode area and its 2-letter abbreviation.
Warwick Siddle.
NW North Wales.
No, you have a bit more time, but you may not convert. Anyone? No, I'll tell you. It's Motherwell ML. That's going to be a fun set of picture bonuses when it comes up. Quote here for the start of the question. I mean, you've become what I dreamed of becoming, and I don't suppose you ever dreamed of being a librarian. Written to his friend Kingsley Amis. These are the words of...
Warwick Watson.
Larkin.
It is Larkin, yes. You saw a moment ago the postcode area of Motherwell, which is the administrative seat of North Lanarkshire. Your picture bonuses will be 3 postcode areas that take their names from county towns within their locality. 5 points for each you can identify. But again, I'm looking for the area name and its abbreviation. First.
Okay, I'll go
So
Wales.
this is Wales, so...
This is mid Wales. I don't know what the postcode. Maybe.
Aberystwyth.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
so
Aberystwyth is
AB
around there.
Aberystwyth?
Yeah.
AB Aberystwyth.
No, it's Shrewsbury, SY. Secondly,
So...
Okay, so this is.
That's in Somerset.
So about Somerset.
is
Would Bath
that
be in there?
Wiltshire?
So BA.
Bath's not that,
potentially? Do you think Bath's in it? I'm not sure.
Let's go Bath, BA.
no, that was Llandrindod, LD. And finally,
Okay, Exeter, Bristol, Bath.
So we're in Somerset.
Like, is it like Exmoor and then...
Oh, that'll be Exeter.
So Exeter then, would it be?
What cities in there?
What's the county town of Somerset?
Taunton?
Yeah, try that. And
TA?
I don't know.
TA Taunton?
well done. Let's start the question now. Appearing on the crests of football clubs such as Carlisle United and Leyton Orient, what heraldic beast is a 2-footed dragon with a barbed tail? Its name derives from an old French term for a venomous snake.
Warwick Siddle.
Griffin?
No. Anyone?
Queen's Thompson.
Manticore.
No, it's a wyvern. Now let's start the question. In kidney physiology, excretion of what element from the proximal tubule in the nephron is promoted by angiotensin II and is concomitant with the increased reabsorption of sodium ions? The same element is pumped by V-type ATPases into organelles such as lysosomes in order to maintain an acidic pH.
Warwick Hart.
Oxygen.
No. Anyone want to have a go from
Queen's Rankin.
Hydrogen.
It is hydrogen, yes. Worth a punt. 3 bonus questions for you, Queens, on women who appear in the works of John Everett Millais. Millais' first exhibited work in the pre-Raphaelite style depicts a scene from a poem by John Keats, itself based on a story in the Decameron. Who is the title figure of both Millais' painting and Keats' poem? The latter is subtitled or...
Dominic Carlyle.
St Agnes.
No, I was going to go on to say that the latter is subtitled Or the Pot of Basil, so the answer is Isabella. Quote, she would stand out from the rest of the company as a monster in the vilest cabaret in France or the lowest gin shop in England. Those words of Charles Dickens refer to Millais' depiction of which religious figure in a highly controversial painting first exhibited in 1850?
Just Jesus. Pretty sure it's Christ and not. Jesus.
No, it's the Virgin Mary. She said, I am aweary. I would that I were dead. These lines from a Tennyson poem accompanied Millais' painting of which Measure for Measure character when it was first exhibited at the Royal Academy?
Any Measure for Measure characters? Sorry. Falstaff.
No, it's Mariana.
Okay.
Now let's start the question. In his writings on aesthetics, Immanuel Kant distinguishes the mathematical and the dynamic notions of what concept? The term in question appears alongside the beautiful in a 1750...
Warwick Hart.
Sublime.
It is the sublime, yes, as Edmund Burke wrote about. Your bonuses, Warwick, are on a part of the central nervous system. What alliterative name is given to the semi-permeable structure made up of endothelial cells that prevents the transmission of pathogens into the central nervous system whilst allowing nutrients to diffuse through?
Any ideas?
Semi-permeable cells. Oh, gosh. I can't think of anything alliterative.
Pass.
Blood-brain barrier. One of the key components of the blood-brain barrier is the feet-like projections of what type of glial cell, named for their star shape?
Glial cells.
Like a echinoderm? Like that for that.
Yeah.
Maybe. A kinase?
I have no idea, sorry.
Like a kinase?
No, it's astrocytes. Crossing of the blood-brain barrier by bacteria of the genus Neisseria can lead to what serious infection where the protective membranes surrounding the brain become inflamed?
Meningitis.
Yes, it is meningitis. Let's start the question. Which physicist born in 1912 won the inaugural Wolf Prize in Physics in 1978? Using cooled cobalt-60, in the 1950s, she had experimentally demonstrated the violation...
Warwick Hart.
Woo.
It is Wu, yes, well done. Your bonuses then are 3 questions on the actor Delphine Seyrig. Seyrig's breakthrough role was the unnamed female lead in which 1961 film by Alain Resnais, which centres on an encounter in a luxury hotel between Seyrig's character and a man who attempts to convince her that they have met before?
Nominate Watson.
Last year at Marienbad.
Yes. Seyrig's English language roles include Colette de Montpellier, who is seduced and then murdered by the titular protagonist of which 1973 film based on a novel by Frederick Forsyth?
I mean, I don't know if that's when the Day of the Jackal film came out, but that's a novel by Forsyth that was made into a film.
Day of the Jackal?
Yes. In 1982, together with Carol Rusopoulos and Joanna Vida, Seyrig co-founded an archive of feminist audiovisual material named after which French writer and existentialist philosopher?
De Beauvoir, presumably.
De Beauvoir.
It is de Beauvoir. Your music round now. For your music starter, you'll hear a piece of popular music. For 10 points, name the artist.
Want my suit tailored by Gucci, first class for the...
Warwick Watson.
Little Sims.
It is Little Sims, yes. For your music starter, you heard Rolling Stone by Little Sims, who features in Netflix's Top Boy. Your music bonuses are songs by 3 more UK rappers who are featured in Top Boy. In each case, give either the birth name or stage name of the rapper performing. First, for 5 points.
Yeah, I hope that made the man of you. 16 years, why don't you touching Andrea?
Sorry, something like that. You know anything else?
I don't know.
Dave.
No, that's Asher D. Secondly, identify the artist rapping here.
If you don't look after your wrong, you boy, you're not a direct route.
Nominate Watson.
JMA.
Say again?
JMA.
No, it's Kano. And finally,
Look. Black is beautiful.
Is this Stormzy? Sounds like it's Stormzy, not Dave.
Sounds like.
I think it's.
Okay, yeah, Stormzy.
No, that's Dave. Another starter question. According to the historian Kenneth Clark, the title figure of what well-known Renaissance painting is, quote, not at all the amorous strumpet of paganism, but pale and withdrawn. She dissolves into his...
Warwick Hart.
The Birth of Venus.
It is the Birth of Venus. Well done. Your bonuses then, Warwick, 3 questions on African rivers. Name either of the rivers that gave their names to the colony in French Equatorial Africa that would later become the Central African Republic.
It's not the Congo.
What's it called? I'm just blanking, sorry.
Congo.
You know it's not. It's Shari or Ubangi. The Shari River is the principal tributary feeding what large inland body of water situated at the conjunction of 4 countries?
Is it Lake Victoria or Lake Tanganyika? Maybe.
Well, I mean, we do know that Tanganyika is bordered by 4 countries. We know that for a fact.
But is
it too far south? That's the question.
I think it might be a bit, yeah.
Come on.
I don't know.
Victoria.
No, it's Lake Chad. The Ubangi is the largest right bank tributary of which major river?
Okay.
Could this just be the Congo?
I mean, I don't know.
It's not the Nile, is it?
Yeah.
Congo.
It is the River Congo, yeah. Another starter question. Teachers at which 19th century fictional establishment include Miss Smith, who oversaw needlework, Miss Scatcherd, who taught history and grammar, and Madame Pierrot, who taught French? The institution is presided over by a cruel and hypocritical clergyman named Mr. Brocklehurst.
Warwick Govindarajan.
Lowood?
It is Lowood from Jane Eyre, yes, well done. 3 questions, Warwick, on recent books about sport. Concerning his diagnosis with early onset dementia, Unforgettable is a 2022 memoir by which World Cup winning rugby union player?
I don't know who's been diagnosed with dementia recently, that's the problem.
Like under...
Who played Marvin Johnson, maybe? Just say Johnson.
Johnson.
No, Steve Thompson. Which leading tennis player of the 1950s is the subject of a biography by Sally H. Jacobs? In 1957, she became the first black player to win the ladies' singles at Wimbledon.
This comes up. And, oh dear.
Anthony.
No, this is not my good.
Johnson.
No, that's Althea Gibson. Which England footballer wrote the 2022 memoir Lioness? At the 2022 European Championship, she won the Golden Boot and was named Player of the Tournament.
Beth Mead, is it?
I mean...
I think it might be.
Right.
I don't know, I didn't...
Mead.
Yes, it is Beth Mead. Well done. Plenty of time, Queens. Here's another starter question. The first national macroeconometric model was developed in the Netherlands by which economist? His other works include adapting Newtonian theories to form a gravity-based model of trade, and he shared the first Nobel Prize in economics in 1969 with Ragnar Frisch.
Queen's Rankin.
Coase.
No.
Warwick Watson.
Pigou.
No, it's Jan Tinbergen. Another starter question. In mathematics, what 5-letter acronym is used to refer to a set of equations that describe the motion of bodies when acceleration...
Warwick Hart.
Suvat.
Good job you've got some mathematicians on your team, hasn't it? Yes, indeed. Suvat. It is. 3 questions on industrial catalysts. The primary catalyst used today in the contact process for making sulfuric acid is a pentoxide of which silvery corrosion-resistant metal?
Zinc is... what is it?
I mean...
Zinc and platinum I know are known as catalysts.
Yeah,
Neither of them are
platinum.
corrosive, so you can...
Maybe platinum.
No, it's vanadium. What general name is given to the family of hydrated aluminosilicate materials, sometimes synthesized from kaolin, that are widely used as catalysts in modern petroleum cracking?
No, I'm never on this, I'm afraid, sorry.
Yeah, I think.
know this, but I don't.
Pass.
Zeolite. An oxide of which metal is the most common catalyst used today in the Haber process for making ammonia?
Is this platinum?
Platinum.
No, it's iron.
Yeah.
What name was given to the unsuccessful attempt of the late 17th century by Scottish investors to establish a...
Warwick Hart.
Darien Plan?
Well done. It was, yes, indeed. In Panama. Your bonus is, Warwick, 3 questions on electoral methods. Although the system was originally proposed by Thomas Jefferson, which Belgian lawyer's name is given to a method used to allocate electoral seats in systems with proportional representation? It works by minimising the largest seats to votes ratio.
Nominate Hart.
Condorcet?
No, that's Victor Dont.
No, sorry.
Named after a nobleman who died in prison during the French Revolution, which electoral method declares the winner to be the candidate that wins every pairwise head-to-head election against all other candidates?
Nominate Hart.
Is it Condorcet this time?
Yes, it is. Which Nobel laureate in economics developed a namesake impossibility theorem in...
Arrow.
Yes, it is Kenneth Arrow. Well done. Well, let's start the question. It's a picture round now. And for your picture starter, you will see a photograph. For 10 points, identify the actor pictured.
Queen's ranking.
Sarah Bernhardt.
It is. Well done. That was the French actor Sarah Bernhardt, who became one of the first women to portray a male role on stage when she played Hamlet in 1899. For your picture bonuses, you'll see 3 more women portraying male Shakespearean roles. For 5 points, I want you to identify the character they are playing. First, this title character.
Could be.
Do we think it's he?
Yeah, actually, maybe it's Crown of France. Yeah, King Lear.
Yes. Secondly, another title character.
Henry V? I don't know.
Could he be like King John or something?
Any of the.
Yeah, Henry V.
No, it's Richard II. And finally?
Any idea? Just
Robin or something?
Go on, give yourselves a chance. Go
title
on.
character, so... yeah, Cleopatra.
No, it's Prospero. Let's start the question. Which Hungarian composer and music educator born in 1882 is remembered for the opera Hari János, as well as an eponymous teaching method?
Warwick Hart.
Kodali.
Yes, Zoltán Kodály. Your bonuses are on philosophy. In each case, name the author of the following works. First, On Sense and Reference, an 1892 paper by a German philosopher who was a leading figure in modern mathematical... Yes, it was Frege. Secondly, Word and Object, a 1960 work by a US philosopher. His earlier works include 2 Dogmas of Empiricism.
Okay, Quine.
Yes. And finally, Naming and Necessity, a 1972 work regarded
Nominate Watson.
as...
Kripke.
Yes, exactly. Let's start the question. King Island in the west and Flinders Island and Cape Barren Island, both part of the Furneaux Group in the east, form parts of the limits of which strait? It is bounded in the south by the...
Warwick Hart.
Bass Strait.
It is the Bass Strait, yes. Your bonuses are on 3 exact contemporaries, all of whom were born in 1902 and died in 1984. In each case, name the person from the description. First, a British physicist whose model of the vacuum as an infinite sea of particles led to the prediction of antimatter.
Any idea at all?
No, this isn't ringing any bells.
Pass.
Paul Dirac, great man. Secondly, an Illinois-born businessman portrayed by Michael Keaton in the 2016 film The Founder.
This is the guy, it's the McDonald's guy.
It's the other McDonald's.
Kroger? No, that's not, no.
It's something like that.
It's not Kroger, that's another chain. Like Krupp or something like that.
Nominate Hart.
Krupp?
Bad luck, it's Kroc, Ray Kroc, bad luck. Finally, a US photographer whose works include Moonrise, Hernandez, New Mexico, and the Tetons and the Snake River.
Adams, yeah. Adams.
Yes, well done. Now, let's start the question. Which geologically active moon with a thin nitrogen atmosphere and an average surface temperature of minus 235 degrees Celsius follows a retrograde orbit around its planet? It is the 7th largest moon in our solar system and the largest of Neptune.
Warwick Hart.
Triton.
It is Triton, yes. Your bonuses are 3 questions on the Egyptian-born chemist Ahmed Zewail. Ahmed Zewail studied chemical reactions on very short timescales whilst pioneering a field of chemistry partly named for what prefix? In SI units, it represents 10 to the power of minus 15.
So nano, pico, femto? Femto?
I think femto is minus 15.
Okay, sure. Femto? Femto.
I'm so sorry, we've got to take the answer you gave, which, although I know that Ananya knew it was femto, and you knew it was femto, you said femto, so we can't give you that. Bad luck. Zewail used femtochemistry to study what extremely short-lived chemical species. They represent the highest configuration of potential energy along a reaction coordinate.
Oh, gosh.
That's a lot of words. Any idea what any of them mean?
The only thing that's coming to my mind is just radioactive elements, but I don't think it's...
No, we don't know.
Pass.
It's transition states. Zewail's study of transition states was made possible using pump probe spectroscopy. This uses ultrafast pulses from what optical devices that emit light through stimulated emission?
That's just what a laser is.
Okay, laser.
Yeah, well done. Let's start the question. Listen carefully. The 2-letter atomic symbol for which chemical element is found at the start of the English names for the capital cities of Turkmenistan, Eritrea and Paraguay?
Warwick Siddle.
Astatine.
No. Anyone from Belfast will have a go?
Queen's ranking.
Arsenic.
It is arsenic. And Warwick, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Bad luck. Queens, your bonuses then on mythology. Meaning he who invites and she who invites. Izanagi and Izanami are the main deities in the creation myth of which country?
I'm not sure.
National.
I mean, are we thinking...
Japan. Yeah, could be. Yeah. Yeah, Japan.
Yes, which daughter of Izanagi is the traditional progenitor of the Japanese imperial line? You may give the name in Japanese or English.
The imperial line is the Yamato.
Go for it.
Sure.
Yamato.
No, it's Amaterasu, or the sun goddess. Dedicated to the sun goddess, the grand shrine of Ise is located close to a bay of the same name and directly to the south of which major city of central Japan?
Central Japan. Is it central?
I don't actually know.
Just
Could be like Yokohama or something.
You've got an educated guess.
Yeah. Yokohama.
No, it's Nagoya. Let's start the question. What present-day country is the main setting of the following novels? The Time of Mute Swans by Ece Temel Karan, Human Landscapes from My Country by Nazim Hikmet, Mehmed, My Hawk by Yashar Kemal, and...
Queen's ranking.
Turkey.
It is Turkey, yes, well done. Your bonuses are on musical monodramas, a 3-act opera lasting just 10 minutes that requires an unaccompanied solo soprano to sing multiple roles. King Harold's Saga is a 1979 work by which British composer? Her longer operas include Armida and The Vanishing Bridegroom.
Judith Weir.
Yes. Which British composer wrote the 1969 work 8 Songs for a Mad King, a monodrama for baritone and small ensemble based on the writings of King George III?
Be Britain.
It's a good guess.
Benjamin Britten.
No, it's Peter Maxwell Davies. Written in 1909 but not premiered until 1924, the monodrama Erwartung, or Expectation, was the first stage work by which Austrian-born composer? His later operas include The Hand of Fate and The Unfinished Moses and Aaron.
Any thoughts?
I'm not sure.
Could be like Allenberg, Schoenberg or something. Or
Go for it.
Webern, I think. Webern.
No, it's Arnold Schoenberg. Let's start a question. What relation was James III of Scotland to Robert III? Edward III of England bore the same relationship to Henry III as does Charles III to George V.
Queen's ranking.
Great grandson.
Well worked out, yes. Your bonuses are on astronomy. I want you to give the single word common name of each of the stars described. All are the brightest in their respective constellations, as indicated by the designation Alpha. First, Alpha Boötis, about 37 light years away, the 4th brightest star in the sky and the brightest in the northern celestial hemisphere.
Any idea? So, we'll just pass.
Arcturus. Secondly, Alpha Canis Minoris, 11.5 light years away, the 8th brightest star in the sky.
Some dog star anyway.
Serious?
Not serious.
No, it's minor around. Vega. Nominate Thompson.
Vega.
No, that's Procyon. Finally, Alpha Canis Majoris, 8.6 light years from Earth.
Sirius.
Yes, well done. Let's start the question. In Earth science, what Greek-derived name is given to the outermost layer of the Earth's...
Queen's ranking.
Exosphere.
No, you lose 5 points. Warwick can hear a bit more. The outermost layer of the Earth's structure. And that they go on Queen's University Belfast of 95 and Warwick got 215. It's an indignity to lose 5 points. It was lithosphere, which you probably knew, Daniel. Bad luck. You know what, guys? That was such an impressive performance against an exceptional performance. And it would be so sad if we had to say goodbye to Percy the Potato and to you. But luckily for you, it's not over yet, because you get to come back and have another go. So we don't have to say goodbye just yet. Though, Warwick, we have to say well done. I mean, that is a tremendously impressive performance. And imagine how good you'd been if we'd given you Fentos chemistry as well. That would have been even better. Bad luck on that one. But we shall see you again. I hope we'll see you again for another quarter-final match. But until then, it's goodbye for now from Queen's University Belfast.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye for now from Warwick.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye for now from me. Goodbye.